Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a Walking Dead action figure review. This one will be of the Governor. You get it? Alright dudes, so you knew I was going to be doing reviews for the Walking Dead Series 4, or all the ones that I've at least picked up from the Walking Dead television Series 4 action figure line from McFarlane Toys. The ones I will not be reviewing are the ones I'm not buying, which are the zombies, the two zombies. Not that they're not cool figures, they're really cool figures and they look great, but at this point I already have like 5 zombies. I'm probably not going to be getting much more because I'm thinking they're going to be releasing a lot of survivors over the years. We know Series 5 is going to have Glenn, Tyrese, and the others, so there should be a good number of survivors, good enough to fit any display I'm going to be doing with them. So the zombies themselves, I'm not collecting up until this point and forward. So definitely the first figure that I wanted to review for Series 4 is that of the Governor. I mean, huge character in the Walking Dead universe, the biggest villain in the Walking Dead TV series we've had so far. Well, him and Shane, if you want to count Shane as a villain, even though he was from the group originally. So the Governor is a great villain that came from outside the group, who is not a member of Rick's group, and really feels like your arch enemy of Rick, and the other characters, Michonne, all of them, and really excited to see him in Season 4 when he eventually makes his return. So this is of his Season 3 look, his Season 3 attire, you could say. You can see here he's got his eye patch. He comes with 2 heads, so he's got your regular head, which you can see, trying to focus, it's pretty good. I'm sorry my camera's not the best. It's not intended for action figure reviews. It's more for my television series reviews, so I'm kind of just winging this, doing this for fun, because I love The Walking Dead so much. I don't really do many figure reviews anymore, but definitely The Walking Dead ones are ones that excite me, so I want to. So the 2-eye regular David Morrissey version, it looks pretty good. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys, give you a better visual. Otherwise, I'll have to put a link in the description to the pictures on Google, so you can get an idea. How are we looking? No? Yes? No? I don't know. It's okay. You can kind of see it. These are really, really small, so it's kind of hard for me to show. There we go. Sorry, I know my camera's going in and out of focus. Really amateurish, but like I said, just for fun. So pretty cool. Let me zoom out a little bit to give you, better view, so you're not so zoomed in on me in the background, the figure, which just looks weak. So yeah, so there's the 2 heads, but I mean, really, which head are you going to display them with? For me, you kill or you die, it's got to be the eye patch head. Absolutely, it has to be. In terms of the costume, I hope they re-release this figure later in a 2-pack or something with the season finale Governor attire with the coat and that big AUG assault rifle that he had. Oh man, that's going to be sick if they can do that. But this is like of your earlier Season 3 Governor, where he was wearing this vest, the tactical vest with the key, and he had his Bowie knife. You guys remember from the promo pics for Season 3. Really nice big knife. I really like that a lot there. Very cool, very cool. Nice and big, so and impressive looking. You can hold it both ways, and he holds it really well. As you can see, it's not falling out or anything of the sword. He also comes with a gun, and he does have a holster. It's just a regular revolver type pistol that's not a revolver, but like just a regular pistol that a lot of the characters from the Walking Dead series have come with. He's got a knife there in the pocket, which is just a small knife, and then he's got another holster for his gun. So in terms of his articulation, it's basically the same as all the other Walking Dead figures, except there's no articulation in the torso. There's articulation at the waist just a tiny bit, but not much. Yeah, not really. I can't get it to move hardly at all. So there's really no articulation from here on down much. And then of course you have the legs, which can move out a little bit, but it's not the greatest with that sort of T-joint there. And then pretty good ball on the backs of the knees. The feet do have pivot. No, do they have pivots? Not really, but they do have some movement. They can go left to right and everything like that. The arms are pretty good, same joints as the rest of those, and his articulation for his arms is pretty good. Overall, I do like the detailing on him. I think he's great. The problem I had with this figure was on mine, with the head, I went to swap the heads because they're supposed to be interchangeable, and the peg broke off. So this is actually being held on right now by a little bit of tape that I rolled up inside and just kind of stuck it down on, which it did hold for, but you know, well, what are you going to do, right? It broke right away. So maybe some quality control issues with this figure in particular with the interchangeable heads. I think the problem is because the figures are so small that it's like they're so fragile, the joints are so tiny and fragile that they break easily. So for me, this one broke right away, so be careful if you guys do buy them and you're switching out the heads, because mine broke instantly. As soon as I pulled it off, boom, it snapped the joint, and so it's just kind of being held on there by tape, which is not bad. It works out okay, but what are you going to do? In terms of giving you a size comparison, he's about a little bit taller than Andrea, which works out nicely. Their feet are together right now on my finger here. And I think that they, you know, they look pretty cool together. Here's a back-to-back. So he's pretty big. You know, he's pretty big compared to Andrea. He's basically the exact same height as Merle from the previous series. I'll grab Merle here, who's actually one of my favorite figures from this line. See how he's almost the same height as Merle? Yeah, basically pretty much the same. Maybe a little bit taller, so I think that's probably pretty good in scale. And he is taller than Rick too. I have the Series 1 Rick here to compare to give you an idea back to back. He's a good amount taller than Rick. So I think he fits in really cool, and for anyone who's looking to get, you know, a full collection of the Walking Dead figures, you're probably going to want to have a Governor. They're cheap. They're only, like, I was able to get these shipped in Canada here on eBay from a seller named AMC Figures. It stands for McFarlane Figures, I think. So you guys can look them up on eBay if you can find it. If you don't have it in, you know, local area, Walgreens I think has these. But you can find them online. I got them shipped for like $15 each, which is really good nowadays compared to what most figures are costing. And I think that's why they went with a smaller size versus a bigger size, is to try to keep that cost down, which is not a bad idea. I think you get a pretty good value with them because they have the accessories, and of course they're pretty awesome characters from an awesome TV series. So anyway, that's my review for the Governor. In terms of a score, I'll give him a score out of 10. I think he would be higher if he had maybe like well, I don't know if they would do like a trench coat that you could put on him and give him that other gun, the AUG from the finale, because he's kind of set to that earlier, you know, look. In terms of a Governor, he is a definitive Governor right now, I think. For the, you know, TV series, he's the only one, but I like him over the comic book series Governor, just because of how much time we spent with him and how much depth there is for the character. So the figure I would give, I guess, an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's really good. The only problem, like I said, quality control with the head breaking angers me, but mine is able to stay on with a little bit of tape, so that's okay, and it doesn't pop off. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for the Governor figure, and tomorrow I will be doing a review of the Andrea figure. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned for tomorrow, and we'll go over that. You kill, you die. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.